Hello everyone, it's Bernina Jeff at High Fashion Sewing Machines and Quilt Shop in Grand Junction, Colorado. I'm not an employee of Bernina of America. I'm in a dealership in Western Colorado. I am somebody. I have stickers. So these stickers are 4" by 4" or 3" by 3". These are great for sticking on the back of your machine or someplace. They're just something that YouTubers just have to have. So I have stickers. I'm going to include a free large sticker with every $50 or more order that you place. So you're going to get that plus free shipping if it's in the United States. I can't do free shipping outside the United States, but include a free sticker, and they'll be on sale too on my website if you want to buy extras and share them around. So they were fun to design and engineer, so I hope you have as much fun with them as I do. Well, today's going to be about, we have automatic threaders on the 790 Pro. It's a very similar automatic threader as in the 880, 880 Plus, and the 730 and the 730 Limited Edition. What happens when you use them a lot, lint builds up or things just happen. So I'm going to go through a couple troubleshoots on how to fix your needle threader. And watch all the way to the end, because Quilter Select has a new 28mm weighted rotary cutter that is wonderful for taking to retreats. If you're doing curves and fussy cuts and stuff, it's a smaller blade. And I'm going to show you how it works with their ruler and their mat system. So watch to the end. All right. So those of you that are having troubles with a 790 Pro and you've had it for a while, or you haven't had it a long time, and the needle threader just isn't working as well as it used to, I'm going to assume you've already tried 10 times and it doesn't thread. First thing you should test is take the foot off. I have this handy little holder for my needle screw. Is loosen the screw, put your needle right underneath your fingernail, loosen it and make sure it's all the way up. I've seen these needles down just a millimeter. I mean, that's 1/64 of an inch. If they're not all the way up in there, the little hook can't go through the eye of the needle and you will get a failure. Always try that first. Make sure your needle's all the way up to the hilt and tighten it. Don't white knuckle it, just tighten it securely. All right, so that's what you need to do first and test it. If it's still not threading, the next thing you can do as a home consumer is a routine in the sewing machine. The 830, the 880, and the 790 Pro have this routine. And a lot of dealers don't ever show their customers this. So you go into your settings, which is the 2 sprockets or 2 gears. And then there's a menu of 6 items. Go into the sewing machine menu. And then go into the sweep or the clean menu. So we're going to clean. There's a scissors cleaner. That's not what we're into. I have another video on how to do that. We're going to do a clean of the sewing machine. I wish they had a needle or something there, but this is how you clean the needle threader. We're going to push that. It's going to give us verbiage of what to do. Clean the needle threader. Remove the needle. Then we're going to push the automatic needle threader. Carefully remove thread residue in the clamp area there. I'm trying to move this up. Maybe I can do it this way. All right, come on down. What happened here? There we go. So I'm going to show you how to do this. We're going to remove the needle again. This is so handy. Now it says press the needle threader button. That's right up here. What's going to come down, the routine's going to come down and it's going to open up halfway. And what you're going to see is a ball of lint in there. Can you see that? Yeah, you can. And if not, we can look at it through a magnifying glass. Should we do that?
No, we can see it.
All right. So what we're going to do is you're going to try first with your brush. So your Bernina brush, you're going to brush upwards to try to get, or downwards to try to get, see how that lint is in there? That lint has packed in there so tight just from your thread that the threader can't go any further. And then I'm going to reach and grab a little bit of that. And what you're going to look in there is make sure it's nice and clean. There's a very fine wire that if you dislodge that wire, you're going to be taking it to your dealer, because that wire is almost impossible to put back unless you know what you're doing. So you don't want to be, aggressive down here. You want to be very gentle. If the brush doesn't do it, I just did one for a customer, and I took the offset tweezers and I picked at it like I was just 1/5 fiber or two at a time, and it all came out to the bottom. And then when it got loose, I used the brush. So let's look here on the screen. It shows you too of what we're supposed to be doing. It's going to come down. That's the reason. Here we go. You want to brush real carefully. So don't get in there and jam that brush in there and jam it out. You will damage your needle threader. Now once you're done, it says push the automatic needle threader again. So that's up here. It's going to stow it back away. All right. Now we're going to put the needle back in. And I wish I had my little red needle grabber, but this one has a lot of room. Trying to find that hole. Okay, and I always do this. I always make sure, especially on these automatic needle threaders, it's all the way in there. Give another 1/8 of a turn, not white knuckle. All right, we're going to put the foot back on. We've been embroidering, so we have the new 26L foot here. Even have them in stock if you want to upgrade. All right, so I'm all done with that. I'm going to close that menu out, and I'm going to close the settings menu. And I'm going to try to thread it. Let's see if the threader works now. So I always like to hang onto the thread at the top here with my right hand as I'm coming down and around to the right, pull it out to the left. That gets the take-up lever. Behind the wire, behind the wiggly wire, into the white little presenter, they call it, down, back and around, and now push the threader button. It should just come down on through, push through, and voila, it's threaded. Now Bernina even says that you can leave it like that to start sewing. I usually pull the thread from the back and put it through the foot, whatever foot I'm doing. It's just old school. Just to me, this works better. And then I hold my threads to the left to start sewing. That way I don't get the little knot of threads underneath my project when I start sewing. So that's the needle threader. Let's do a little quickie on the 28mm Quilter Select rotary cutter. This has been engineered and designed, and her name is, oh shoot, darn it, doesn't matter. She engineered this. She's lefty, so this is actually works left-handed or right-handed. So I'm left-handed, so I was really impressed with it. And this size is 28mm, really nice to take with a small mat, small ruler to retreats and things like that. So to expose the blade, you push in the button and just tap it on your mat, and the blade guard becomes open. So now you can use this on your ruler. I did it the wrong way. Now I'm just going to show you how you tap on the other side and the guard is back. So I'm going to tap there so I can do this left-handed. So there's my first cut. What's nice about these mats, I don't sell the mats on my online store or the rulers because of shipping issues. You can buy these any independent quilt shop. You just twist. The ruler has enough stickum on the back that it holds your project in place. So you can use the lines on the top of the ruler to get the size you want. And now when you lift off, the project sits there. So you can just, let's say I want to just do some tips. And we can go that way. And now the rotary cutter is safe again. If I hold on the button, tap, and let the button go, now the guy's ready to go. So Alex Anderson, that's my gal. Now, Quilter Select knows that sometimes you drop these things or they get picked up by somebody who's not supposed to use them. If the guard or any of the mechanisms break, they actually have a $10 repair kit for these units. So if you already have a 45mm or a 60mm unit and somehow it's not working or performing, you go on the website and you can get the repair kit. And it's pretty self-explanatory. There's actually not a QR code, but you can go on a website and see how it's done. I actually have a video on this. So my shopping website is bernina-jeff.myshopify.com. My email is jpvlefty@aol.com. You can call the shop at 970-256-1293 and get some orders and get some stickers. So if you don't make a $50 order, you can buy the stickers. They'll be priced on my website. So here we go. Bernina Jeff. And
where does that QR code take you?
This QR code right here takes you right to my website for purchasing the Shopify items. And thank you very much. My camera girl's husband did the artwork for me. So thank you, Spencer.